Hi, in this video we will look at Python collection. So there are 4 collection data types in Python programming language and they are list, tuple, set and dictionary. So in this video we will look at list collection data type and its method. So let's have a brief introduction to list. So lists are just like dynamic size arrays declared in other language like vectors in C++ and array list in Java. Lists need not to be homogeneous always, which makes it a most powerful tool in Python. Single list may contain data types like integer, string, as well as objects. Lists are mutable and hence they can be altered even after their creation. Lists are ordered and have definite count, and it also allows a duplicate element. So now let's create a list. We can create a list just by placing a sequence inside a square bracket. And now let's print this list here, print A, and on execution we get output as empty list. So here we ended up creating an empty list. Now let's make a list of number and take a number as 22 and 43 and let's 56 and then 12. So these are all random numbers here I have taken, and now let's print this list here, and on execution we can see the list printed here, and it's similar to array as of that in C++ and Java. In same way we can make a list of strings or any other data type, and we can also have a list of mixed data types. And now let's see a mixed list. So we take here a mix and make it equal to a list which contains here integer 22 and 34. And now let's also take a string literals here. So let's take a hello here, and we take here another string, that's bye. So we have created here a list of mixed data type, and now let's print this list here, and on execution we can see that list is printed with the 2 integer and 2 string printed in the same list. So a list may contain a mixed data type, that is, it can contain a string, integer as well as an object. We can also make a multi-dimensional list by nesting a list inside a list, and now we have a 2 list here, A and mix. We will nest into a new list. So let's take here a nest, a name of a list, and we will make a multi-dimensional list here, and by writing A and mix as an element name in this list. And now let's print this nest here, and on printing we get the list printed with all elements of A and mix. So we ended up creating a multi-dimensional list. Now lists are ordered and have a definite count, so we can access the list element using the index of element, and indexing in list starts with 0. Now let's first make a new list. So we take here a num equal to, and we have element here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. To make it easy we have taken here number from 1 to 6. So now I can access a second element of a list, and its index is 1 because indexing in list starts from 0. So now here we write print num 1, which will return a second element of a list, and now when we run this it prints the value 2 as it is a second element. Now we want to print a list between 2 index. So how can we do that? We can just type here print num 2 colon 5. So on execution it will return a value 345, that is which are at index 2, 3 and 4. So here index 2 is including and 5 is excluding. Now let's check this, what it will print. So this will print all the values from index 3 to the last element of list. Now let's say I want to access last element of a list. So here in Python we have a negative indexing. So we can write a num -1 which will return the last element of the list, that is 6. Using this we can print the list in reverse order. We just need to type print num and double colon -1. So we need to use a double colon here, but in other language we need to use a for loop and write 2-3 line of code to reverse the array, but here it's all take a one line. Now let's see how to add an element in list. Let's first print the original list here. Now using append method we will add an element in a list, and we will add here a number 7. On printing we will see that the number 7 is added as the last element of a list. So append method add element at the last position. If we want to add an element at a specific position or a specific index in a list, we have an insert method which takes two things as a parameter. One is the index and other is an object. So index at which we want to insert a value and object is that which we want to insert in a list. So we'll take here 2 as an index, and the object which we want to insert is, let's take now, for now we take here a string value. Let's take a John here so that we can also see that the list works with the mixed data type. So now on printing a list here, let's print this list, print num. So we can see that we ended up here inserting a John at index 2. Now this was all about adding an element in a list. So now what about removing the element from a list? We have a remove method which takes value as a parameter and the value at which we want to remove from the list. It removes the first occurrence of the value from the list. So we take here 4 which we want to remove from a list, and now let's check is 4 removed from a list or not. So we'll print here a list and we can see that the 4 is removed from the list. Now we have a pop method which works similar to a remove method. So if you have referred data structure, the pop method removes the last element of the list. In this case it will pop out 7 as it is the last element of the list. Now when we print here a num, so we can see that the 7 has been popped out from a list. Now let's say if I want to remove an element from a specific position, so in that case I cannot use a remove method because it takes value as a parameter. Instead I can use a pop method which takes index as a parameter here, and I'm going to pass 2 index so that it will remove, it will pop out a John here. And now on printing the list here we can see that the John has popped out from the list and it is removed from the list and list has been changed. Now we have a del keyword which works similar to a remove method and it removes the specified index element from the list. Now when I type num3 here, so it removes the third indexed element from the list. Now let's check here by printing the list. So we can see that 5 is deleted from the list. Now let's say if I want to delete the whole list, so simply type del num and it will delete the whole list. Now let's check if we print this list here, what we get. So we get error here that name num is not defined. Now let's again make a same list here and Now I don't want to delete the whole list, but I want to delete all the elements at the same time. So I have here a method called clear, which deletes all the elements from the list. Now when I print the list here, we can see that we get the empty list. Let's see a sort method in a list. Let's fill up the num list with the random numbers and then sort it. So now let's sort using a sort method here. So just type num.sort, and now let's print this list here, and we can see that the list is sorted in ascending order. Now if I want a descending order, we can type num.sort and reverse equal to true and then execute it. And now if we print this list, print num, and we get the descending order. Now let's have a two list here. Let's take list 1 here with the integer element and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we have here a list 2 also. List 2, let's have a list 2 containing let's take here a string value. So we can here take here a hello, for example, and then we take another string value as a bye. Now we have seen nesting of a list, but we want to combine two lists into one list. So we can use an extend method in that case. Now we need to type here list1 dot extend list2, and list1 will be updated and list2 will be added in a list1. Now let's print a list1 here, and we can see that list2 has been added into a list1. And on printing a list2 here, we can see that list2 remains same. So these were the method of list, and we have other method for list, which we will see in this course later on. We will also see other collection data type in next video. Like and share the video, subscribe the channel. See you in next video.